Welcome back to my channel. My name is India, and today I'm going to be sharing a little bit about our elimination communication journey, also known as EC. I'm going to be sharing what it is, how we got started, and how it's been going. Elimination communication, also known as EC, is helping your baby use the restroom and not relying so much on diapers. So it's definitely a gentle, natural approach. It's not necessarily about training, but listening and responding to your baby's cues. So we got started with EC because I didn't want my son to be in diapers for so long. It was kind of like a money saver. So we started because I knew diapers are expensive and I just kind of wanted to see if it'll work. So I thought, why not give it a try? And I'm honestly glad that I did. So we started when Rue was about 11 days old, and I know that's really soon. I've seen people start as early as birth, but I honestly wanted to wait until I got a good handle on breastfeeding first, because that was a challenge within itself. So then once I got a handle of that, then I was like, okay, let's try it. Let's see how he reacts to it. If he likes it, if he doesn't, it was never like a forced thing, but it was more of something just to try to see if it would help out in the future. So I started him after his naps. I would take him and put him on the pot. I would do it when he woke up, and I would do it like after he ate. Early on, it was really hard to notice his cues, like when he would need to use the bathroom. I think he wasn't really showing cues, so that's why I did it the easier route, which is every time he woke up, I'm like, okay, we're just gonna put him on the pot and see. He eventually got used to it and it became a routine. So then he started realizing, okay, I'm gonna go on the pot every time I wake up. So we first started out with I forget the name of it, but I'm gonna insert a picture. We started out with this potty first, and then he got too big for it, but it became a hassle to wash it out. He would be on the pot and then you would just flush everything down the toilet. So we started him with that, and then we bought this I think it's called a top hat potty. We bought this one for like on the go, but this one we rarely use. So to cue him peeing, I make a sound. When he poops, I make a like a grunting sound, so he knows the difference between the two. It's not like 100% every time, so if he doesn't do anything within the first 5 minutes, then I'm like, okay, no stress, you don't have to go, that's fine. So for us, the best benefit that we've seen was not having to change poopy diapers. Obviously, he does still have accidents here and there. He's not perfect. About 3 months is when he started catching on to like, okay, he's no longer pooping in his diapers. He is 7 months now, so 3 to 7 months. That's how long he's consistently been going on the pot without pooping in his diaper, which is huge for us. I thought it was gonna save money. Obviously it doesn't, because we're still spending money with diapers. He still goes in his diaper for pees, but the majority of the time he is on the pot peeing and pooping, and it's amazing. EC is like very flexible. You can do it at your own pace and at your baby's pace. So early on it was like a part-time thing where it was like, okay, we're gonna do it, but sometimes we were just tired or lazy and we didn't put him on the pot. Obviously he would just use him in his diaper, but now we're like super consistent. So he goes in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night, and he has not pooped in his diaper since, and it's been great. I know a lot of people thought I was crazy. They were like, just let the baby be a baby, and I am letting him be a baby. But for us, we also kind of wanted him to get used to going on the pot early on, because when it is time to potty train, he's gonna have an easier time. At least that's our thought process. One thing you do have to realize too, EC is not about perfection, it's definitely about communication. You definitely don't need any special equipment. If we didn't have our potty, I would just hold him over the toilet and he knew, like, okay, once he was being held in a certain position, he knew to just go ahead and go. Some people use a sink, a bowl. I don't use those things. I just put him over the potty if we didn't have his little potty on hand. Now I just use an insert for the toilet seat. I don't even no longer use these anymore, because I got tired of rinsing them out and cleaning them literally after he used the bathroom every single time. It got to become a hassle. So now I just honestly got a insert that I put on the toilet, and you can take it off, wash it, hang it up, and then you put it in when it's time for him to use the bathroom. He can sit in it. He's been sitting on it since he was about 3 months. So it's worked out perfect for us. I guess what I can offer would be to start small. I never really cared if he went in his diaper, because obviously that's what they're for. So I know when I started, I'm like, okay, he's a baby, he doesn't know. I had to kind of train him in a way to go potty on this pot. So I would definitely say start small. Keep a board. For us, what made it easier was we kept a whiteboard, and I would write down the times that he would go potty, what he would do, if he would pee, if he would poop, and then just kind of see how far in between, just so I can know, okay, is he going every hour? Is he going every 2 hours? Or I can just get a schedule on him. It was really easy in the beginning. I thought it was going to be really hard. I mean, going through postpartum and trying to breastfeed, and when I have to tackle on another thing, so I really just started slow and just put him on there every so often just to kind of get him started, to get him used to it. He took to it really quickly. I honestly am surprised because I really thought it was going to be hard. It was crazy just to see when I would make the sound or my husband would make the sound for pee and poop, and he would just go. I'm glad we started. It really works for us. Do we save money on diapers? Absolutely not. We're still buying probably just as many, but we're not having to change poopy diapers, which is great. So do I think it's worth it? Absolutely. Would I recommend it to anybody? Absolutely. And if you do have the time to do it, I would honestly say go for it. And don't worry if your baby doesn't take to it right away. That's obviously okay. It was never a pressure thing for us. Like if he didn't want to do it, okay. Because there were times where we put him on the pot and he cried. He didn't want to be on it, so we took him off. And it's okay. So we just kind of went at his pace. And once he started picking it up, it was so easy. Now he's to the point where he knows every morning when he wakes up, he's getting on the pot before he does anything else. So yeah, if you definitely want to do it, go for it. EC isn't all or nothing. Just try, observe, and connect. For us, it's worked great. I'm glad we started, and I definitely think it's going to be beneficial for him when it's time for him to be potty trained.